Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Carly and I am the designer and owner with Carly's Creations, and today I'm coming at you with a fun tutorial on Geo Tumblers. So I posted this a while ago and I got a lot of really fun feedback, and so I thought I would show you how I did mine. So they're very fun, they're very versatile, you can use any colors you want. Today I'm going with a rose gold, white, teal kind of color scheme, which I'm doing for a friend of mine, and so I hope you love it. I love how these come out. They're super fun to do. I'll take you step by step on how to create your own, and I hope you enjoy. So let's get started. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. This is what you're gonna need. I'm using a 12-ounce tumbler from Craft Haven, and I did spray paint it the Dusty Rose. You're gonna need a thinner tip paintbrush, some Mod Podge, and our glitters. So we have Isolate, Ladies Night, which is beautiful and you can find on my website, Lucy, which is a rose gold, Peachy Olive Glitter, Weekend at Bernie's, and Peachy Olive Glitter H2O. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started with our Mod Podge here, and I'm just getting a little bit on my brush and just kind of putting where I want my first color. And this is why I do Mod Podge for this technique, because I want some control over where my glitter is and how it stays, things like that, and this just makes it easier. So there is no rhyme or reason as far as shapes and what you're going to do. The geode, if you know, rocks are all different shapes, sizes, curves, lines, things like that. So make it your own. Don't stress over it too much, but just kind of go with it. And basically what we're going to do is we're just going to layer our colors. So I started with the Weekend at Bernie's, and then I'm just going to outline with my paintbrush again with some more glue, and I'm just going to alternate colors and kind of come up with a pattern until I kind of get that look that I want. Okay, so we've got the first part of the cup done. Isn't that beautiful? I just love how these colors look together. They're just very complementing to another one. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side of the cup, and we're gonna start at the bottom this time. So we're gonna just, again, same thing. You're gonna kind of any pattern that you want, and just kind of have some fun with it. All right, so once I get all my colors on, I use this brush right here and I kind of dust, is probably the best word I can think of, that excess glitter. My goal is to avoid having as much glitter as possible in that pink middle area. I want to keep that as non-glittered as possible, which y'all know isn't always the case, but I kind of just dust off all that excess glitter before I start to seal my cup. Okay, so it's time for epoxy, and I apologize for the frame. I don't know why my camera did it this way, but it did. You can still see most of it. I mean, it's a tiny cup, but I'm so sorry for that, you guys. So I already have my epoxy mixed up, and I'm gonna start kind of in the center and work my way out, just to try again to avoid some of those mischievous little pieces of glitter that tend to travel. So I do end up with a little bit here and there throughout the middle part of the cup, and as it turned, I kind of just played with it. I got my silicone brush and just kind of picked out some of those glitters, so I did get it to work out. There's always a couple strays, regardless, to see how many times I seal it. I did seal it 3 times with my Rust-Oleum, 2 times ultra clear, so almost all the glitter did stay, but there's always a few little stragglers. So like I said, if that happens, get your silicone brush, and it was easy to kind of just brush some of those excess pieces off. Alright, so we got some good coverage. I'm just going to use my heat gun. You can use a torch, whatever you prefer, and just kind of pop any bubbles that you see. And then we're just going to let this spin for a good 6 to 8 hours minimum before we go ahead and move to our next step, until it's not tacky and dry to the touch. We're almost done, guys. Hang in there. So our epoxy is dried, and I can go ahead and move to the next step. And what I'm going to do is get my sanding block and just kind of feel around the cup. to see if there's any little stubborn pieces that kind of stuck up, if it's a little rough in some areas, and I'm just gonna sand those parts down and sand around my rim as well and just get a nice smooth surface. That way when we apply our next coat of epoxy, it will come out nice and smooth. So I'm just kind of, again, going around the edges. I get a little bit of that stainless steel show through. That just makes a good grip and adhesive and allows your epoxy to seal well on your tumbler. So just kind of keep working with it, and then I'm going to wash it off really good and get all of that dust off the cup. Alright, so we're at our almost final step here, and she wanted her nickname somewhere on the cup just to have ownership, as she said. You know, no one takes your cup. No one's going to take it with your name on it, right? So I did use the font I Love Glitter. It's one of my favorite fonts. It's just very kind of whimsical and classy and simple, and she didn't really give me any direction, just kind of put it on the cup somewhere, my choice. So I'm just going to put it up against one of the sides of glitter. Like I said, it is small, so it's a nice little accent on the cup, and actually I think it came out really cute. So I'm just gonna weed a little bit here. There's not much with this name, but it does help for those tiny pieces to have those little tweezers and a weeding ring. It is an absolute game changer, and those you can find on my website as well, but I'm telling you guys, game changer. So we're just gonna get the transfer tape, and sorry, I lost it. Give me a second here. All right. So we're gonna just put that on. You're gonna push really hard, make sure that your tape is really stuck to your image there, and that way when you pull it off, it comes off easily. And I'm just gonna place it kind of up at the top here. Just pull back carefully and slowly. Make sure everything is stuck to that tape. And then you're just going to align it where you would like on the cup and push really hard, and then same thing, pull off very carefully on your transfer tape, and your image will be on. Alright, there we have it, our finished product. We're going to apply one more coat of epoxy and we are done. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, as always, let me know below. Don't forget to subscribe and like for more, and we'll see you on the next video.